All righty. Well, thank you everyone for joining today. It's definitely been an incredible power week. I feel like every time we do a power week, I feel like there's more power, right? I feel like there's more movement. The chats, we get more interaction. It's getting to where we want it to get. So we're definitely so grateful for each one of you for making this happen. And lastly, just wanted to really say thank you because you guys are making this happen, right? So because of you, this Power Week is incredible and we're able to share the excitement with you all. So with that, let's start with giving a huge shout out, first of all, to everyone. Can you see my screen by any chance? Maybe. Yes. Okay. To everyone who participated and actually took pictures. Remember, behind the scenes is where we want to be, right? What is actually happening in the field? You can do all the productivity that you want to do, but if we don't see the pictures, we cannot tell how successful it was. How did you prepare for it? What did you have to do for it, right? And exactly here, leading by example, we had Sandy Whopper from Alberta, Canada, give at home presentations, and you can tell, you can see extra sharps on the table, K21, all the products on hand to make sure that that business meeting was a success. We also had Graciela, who was posting, very excited with the incredible business opportunity, as you can tell in the bottom part, in Houston, Texas. So also with that excitement, Angelica Garcia, she did actually something that I really liked, as you can tell in the top left, samples, right? Sampling energy booster, Cogniva. Those are the quick drivers what people sometimes want to feel, right? They want to feel something quick. They want to instant. And that's very great example to follow. So just huge shout out to you as well. I believe she was doing a giveaway and she created all these little samples with the product. So great shout out. And also here on the other hand, we had a lot of movement as well. We had so many people just excited, going to commerce, picking up their products. As you can tell, lots of movements at home presentations. Guys, do you see that? The power of where we started is where sometimes we have to go back, right? At home meetings, presentations at home. That's where the momentum is going. And in the whole mix of everything, the at-home presentation meetings is going to lead you to more presentations. And you can tell like lots of consultants active. And I just wanted to point out one of the last, somewhere here, one of the last, I believe I did not put the picture. I did. But anyways, one of the consultants said this, looking for our products in commerce because Power Week is the most powerful objective that we want to create. And I thought that's very interesting, right? Because at the end of the day, if we start reflecting on what we're doing as a company, what we're doing as colleges, what we're doing as a field, what we're doing together as a family, the reality is the secret of living is giving, right? So we all know. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I just skipped to the Spanish one. See? And I was forgetting one big thing. I wanted to make sure that everyone here in the call knows about the meeting. I know that Alberto already sent out the reminders, but this is just the last reminder for tonight. We've been having lots of success this whole week. Powerhouse in every single meeting with Dr. Hugo Palafox. Let's take advantage of this. Honestly, this is very historical because Hugo hasn't been in a lot of places, right? So when he goes to the new places, you want to be there. You want to hear it all about the products, optimize your immune function, improve energy, weight management, better nutrition, manage your stress, and more. We want to hear it all. And the more knowledge we have, the easier it is, right, to share this great opportunity. Now that why does it go back to the Spanish one? This is crazy. Give me 1 second.
We are live. We are
We are
live.
live. Yeah. You see this right here? I put it in
Yeah,
business.
it's hidden. That's what it
Okay.
is. Hidden. You have to on.
Oh my goodness. Okay, give me
It
one.
is hidden. Yes.
I'm gonna stop sharing just for 1 second. We're live. This thing's always okay. On hide slide. There it is. Okay. There it is. We're almost there. We're almost there. But while I do this, just wanted to make sure that the topic for today, it's a very important topic. While I unhide all of these slides, the topic for today is what is behind the last no that you received. And I believe reflecting on what Power Week is about, it is about being in the field, right? It's about doing what we're supposed to be doing, but just as a force, right? Everyone together doing the same objective, what we want to accomplish, which is getting to know new people. We want to get new people on board. We want to have more testimonies. We're going to get more customers. But if we start reflecting and thinking about everything, there's several things that happen behind everything. We're going to get a lot of rejection. We're going to get a lot of no's. We're going to get a lot of, well, what you're doing is actually probably not even true, right? There's a lot of people that are going to be negative in these aspects. So let me see. Are you now seeing my screen? Yes? No? Not yet? Okay. There it is. Now it should be in play mode. Okay, there it is. So we're just talking about the very important topic about what's behind the last no you received. And one of the big things, like we're just reflecting, right? Sometimes we're going to get that no, right? But have you thought about when we are actually talking with people and we get that no, how do you feel? Have you thought about that? How do you feel when you get that no? Do you let your guard down? Do you feel more empowered? Do you feel like, wow, I actually have to go get more people. I have to talk with more people? Or what is that impact that you receive? Well, today I want to tell you that do not let your guard down, because one of the most important things is that no should actually make you stronger, right? So I just want you to reflect for 1 second. Imagine that you're about to make a call, and it could be a cold call, it can be a follow-up meeting, or a simple business opportunity presentation, okay? You can be on the verge of discovering someone who will change your life and the lives of many others. Are you reflecting about that? You're about to make that call, and that call can be the most important call. That person could be your future customer or leader that is waiting to be discovered here at Immunitech. So never be discouraged by the obstacles or negative responses you may receive in the past. Each interaction is an opportunity to find that special person who will transform your business. Why do we say that? I don't know if it's happened to you, but sometimes we feel like, okay, well, we received a no, it's another no, it's another no, but you didn't let your guard down. And that last call that you were double thinking if you're going to do it or not, is where actually that next customer really was, right? I don't know if it's happened to you, but that's the reality. And that's when you're like, oh my goodness, you feel great because you actually pushed through and you actually got out of your comfort zone and did it, right? So this is exactly the perfect scenario. If you have something in mind that you want to do, go for it and do it. Never underestimate the power of that single conversation. Now, there's one thing I want you to read on the left-hand side, and this is very powerful. One day you will tell your story of how you overcome what you went through, and it will be someone else's survival guide. Let me repeat that again. It's very powerful. One day you will tell your story of how you overcome what you went through, and it will be someone else's survival guide. Why do we say this? Because every time we have the opportunity to talk with someone, is every time a new opportunity to touch someone's life, right? And if we have the experience and we have a story to tell your story. Don't forget that every single conversation based on our story is what's going to lead for new interactions. It's what's going to lead a step closer to your goals. We have to have that presence, because storytelling is where all the testimonies come into play, right? We can have the best products in the world, as we do, but if we don't have a story to tell, how we landed at Immunitech, why we start consuming the products, what's the why behind the what, right? No one is going to know that story. What's behind that story from Alberto, right? Why? How is he here? That's a powerful story that we have to have in a conversation with people. So never underestimate that power, because again, we repeat, every story that you tell, every presentation that you do, every conversation that you have, every new person that you meet gets you a step closer to your goals. And this right here is what's going to give you a clear focus and path on where we're heading, you as an individual, and where your business is heading with the opportunity that we have. Now, talking about having the best conversations, right? Being focused. Remember, there's going to be people that are not going to believe in you, right? We have the presence. And the majority of the time, it may hurt from the people or the person that doesn't believe in you. Because sometimes it's our own family, right? I don't know if it's happened to you, but the first people you talk to is your family. And they may think you're crazy, right? Because you're taking a decision, because you see that vision. But hey, remember this. Look to your left-hand side and read that real quick. The more you use the power within you, the more it will draw to you. Let me repeat that. This is something very unique. The more you use the power within you, the more you will draw it to you. That's how we attract it, right? Because there's a determination. The power within you is what's going to keep you going. So when people tell you no, when people say they don't believe in what you're doing, the project that you're doing, or maybe don't even believe in you personally, that actually should give you that more power that you have within you to actually let that fear, let those doubts never stop you, because you're capable of achieving anything that you're creating in your life. And that's where success comes into place. That's when you start inspiring people, because the majority of the time, behind every successful person, there's a big story, right? There's a lot of doubts. Can I do it? Am I capable of doing it? But guess what? That did not stop them for what they want to accomplish. And that's exactly what we're trying to transmit today. Keep inspiring people around you. Keep your determinations. Make sure you have your achievements clear. Celebrate it. Every step of success, you better celebrate it. One new customer in the book, celebrate it. One new consultant in the book, celebrate it. That's where you start getting closer to your dreams and start achieving the life success. Now, talking about, dreams, talking about the power of communication, the power of talking, storytelling, we have to focus on the vision and the person you are determined to be. Now, on the left-hand side, now going back to, right, we want to make sure that we're connecting with the information that we're leading today. And the left-hand side, as you can read, the only person you're destined to become is the person you decide to be. Now, this is extremely powerful, because sometimes we're just very hard on ourselves and we just say, man, I just believe I'm not capable of doing this. I don't think I can accomplish it. But guess what? We have to make a decision. I'm going to read it one more time. The only person you're destined to become is the person you decide to be. So the moment you decide to be better, the moment you decide that there's no negativity in play, is the moment when that decision takes place that you're going to become a very successful person. But you have to make that decision. So we want to focus on the vision, the person you're destined to be. And along the way, you're going to realize several things, right? You're learning, you're becoming more confident. Your presentations are just extremely great. I'm pretty sure you all have experience here. The first presentation was not your best one, right? But you were decided, you made the decision that you're going to keep on doing presentations till you had it down, right? Even till today, you may be a little bit still nervous to do a presentation, but that's okay. Being nervous means that you're still passionate about what you're doing, okay? So keep on pursuing those dreams, keep on becoming the best version of yourself, and I assure you that on this journey, you'll find people that are going to support you unconditionally. And that's where it's the game changer, right? That's where you truly find mentors. That's when you find people that are blessing you throughout the whole way. Never see the negative as a building block, right? Always be on the positive side. And there's sometimes times where we have to adjust and we have to change the situation we're in. And we're almost done, but just as a reminder, this picture right here reminds me of a lot of stuff. No pressure, no diamonds. No struggles, no strength. Remember, pressure creates diamonds, right? And we all here in this call, if you're not a diamond yet and your goal is to become a diamond, guess what? There's going to be a lot of pressure. There's going to be a lot of times where you're going to be like, oh my God, I feel like I cannot do it. Yes, you can. Believe in yourself. And remember that everything that we do, as a reminder, each call, each presentation, everything of this that we're doing, that we talked the whole presentation, leads us to become the better person that we can be, to achieve our goals, to get to the diamond rank that you want to get to the executive diamond that you want to achieve, platinum status. I mean, anything that you want to accomplish, you're able to do this. But remember, there's going to be pressure. There's going to be struggles, but be ready mentally, physically. Never give up. Don't let your guard down. Follow up on everything you've done and keep trying to talk with more people and more people and more people. And you're going to be finding all those gems that are throughout the whole process. Now, like I said in the beginning, we have a very special guest today. So this is going to be our final slide for today. Rise up, keep moving forward. And remember, we said something, everything is based on a decision. So if you decide that this month can be one of the biggest months for you at Immunitech, it can be, but it just has to be a decision that has to be taken action immediately. So go out there, conquer your new ranks, go requalify, move forward, see that greatness in you. But in order for us to keep doing this, there's these key factors here to your left-hand side. Keep changing, keep asking, keep growing, keep evolving, keep succeeding, keep moving, and keep shining. So never let that fire, right? Never let that fire go away. Keep on moving, keep on shining. All these things is what's going to make us successful nowadays. Well, that was just the presentation for today. Hopefully it helped each one of us to keep moving forward, to stay focused, to stay on track. Everything that we do, remember this, everything that we do is to empower each other, right? But there's one thing, we can have all the materials, we can have all the empowerment, but there's one thing that we have to do. We have to take action. So with that being said, we have a very special guest today. We have Bruce and Cheryl Heyward today with us, a beautiful couple that's very committed. I actually enjoyed your video about the 5 points of why Immunitech, right? I thought that was great. Gold consultant from Alabama, and they have more than 14 years as Immunitech consultants. So a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge that we're going to hear today. So please help me welcome Bruce and Cheryl Heyward.
Thank you. Thank you so much there, Denzel. We really appreciate that. And we're going to go right into what we prepared for you. So Cheryl, you could go ahead and unmute yourself. Okay, so we want to thank you for allowing us to be here. Bruce and Cheryl Heyward, we're both gold consultants, and we're happy to assist in the empowerment of each and every one of you. And just dovetailing right off of what Denzel said, we want you to remember that you got this. You got this. And so with all the empowerment that we received with Mauricio on Monday, with Julia Begg getting customers on demand, remember, you got this. Now, Cheryl's going to share with you how to do that, how you got this, and what some of the things that you have about touching your business every day. And I'll discuss how we're always seeking to improve. So Cheryl, why don't you take it away with touching your business every day?
All right. Thank you, Brucey. I appreciate it so much. And if you could put my first slide up, I would surely appreciate it. And so my dear husband, Bruce, has been encouraging me to do social media. So I'm not a big social media person. And so what he did, he put together a little compilation of some of the things I've been doing. And what I do is I put a reminder on my phone to do a little social media every morning at 8 a.m. And what I realized and what he helped me to appreciate about social media is that they don't want to hear you talking about immunical all the time or raise your glutathione levels or this health thing or that health thing. Because after a while, they're going to say, you know what? Cheryl's just trying to sell me something. So what I do, as you can see, I have 3 beautiful babies, 3 beautiful cats, and people love pets and love cats. So I post stuff about my cats on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, not LinkedIn. And I get a lot of attention because of my cats. They love seeing those throwback photos. You see me and my mother and father back in the day. They love seeing those things. And the other thing that I realized about social media is that you don't have to be all polished and completely articulate. You can just be your authentic self, throw a little quick video out there like I did with my blue t-shirt on. I did that one day, just talking about how glutathione therapy has helped my health. It's made a big difference in my health. And I got a lot of feedback from that. And one of the things that I realized about social media is that people are watching you and you don't even know that they're watching you in the background. And so just from my social media in the last month, I got 3 new customers that called me out of the blue who needed help with their health. And so I haven't talked to some of these folks in years and they're contacting me about their health. Why is that? Because in the back of their mind, they know over the years, I've been putting stuff out there, raise your glutathione levels, come to my health seminars. This is what we're going to be doing today. So, and that's what you want. You want to create a persona that you are committed to good health and a healthy immune system. And they'll remember that. So I do use Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. WhatsApp is kind of unique. It has a feature called status, which posts for like 24 hours. And I use that to post videos, pictures, little statements, to invite people to my meetings. And it's powerful. And if you post something every day, you touch your business every day, and every 24 hours, it'll be floating out there and people will start to contact you and think of you as that health person that they want to reach out to when they're having a health challenge or if they just want to stay healthy. Okay, Bruce, I'm ready for the next slide, please.
Okay.
There you go. So also I invite people to my presentations. We have so many awesome presentations. Jim does his every Sunday on a specific topic. I try to think of people who those topics may pertain to. Bruce and I do a presentation every second Friday of the month. And what I do is I go to my extensive contact list on my phone and I invite a chunk of people from that list. Maybe 30 to 50 people I'll invite to the presentations. And it makes a big impact because even if they don't come, again, this is their little reminder, I'm into health, I'm into wellness, so that when maybe they do have a health challenge, they'll think of you to call. And of course, our meetings that we have, our awesome meetings we have every Monday, I invite to those regularly. Next slide, please, Bruce. Okay, so while I'm out and about, that's important too. So I'll give you 3 experiences I had fairly recently. So I was at the farmer's market about a month ago. I was picking out some beets to make juice for a friend. And I heard this voice on the side talking about glowing skin. And I didn't even pay attention because I didn't think they were talking to me. And I finally looked. He says, yeah, I'm talking to you. And I was like, you talking to me? He says, yeah, you have your skin is glowing. So I said, would you like to know why my skin is glowing? He said, yeah, why is your skin glowing? Took advantage of the opportunity to tell him about the glutathione therapy, this product Immunical. I got his name, email, and phone number. Send him some information, still have to follow up. Again, in the farmer's market, picking out those same beets again to make more juice. And the lady said to me, oh, what are you gonna make? So I told her what I was gonna do. And she told me that she's diabetic, has an autoimmune disease. Gave her my business card, got her name and phone number, sent her some information, have to follow up on her. So I was ready with my business card. I made sure I got the information. That's important because if you just give them your business card, they're not gonna call you. No one has ever called me that I've given my business card to. ever. But if you get their information, that is the key. You can reach out to them. So now I was at the H stands for hospital. I was at the hospital, and this doctor got on the elevator with me, and I asked him, what's his specialty? He says, oh, infectious diseases. I said, oh. I said, I have a product that you are gonna love. It's gonna help your patients raise their glutathione levels. And I looked at his name. I said, can I send you some information? He says, oh yeah, sure. I said, how do I find you? He said, oh, just Google me. And sure enough, he was right there. Googled him. I got his email address at the hospital, and I sent him a bunch of information. And I'm hoping he's going through it slowly. And if I can get a doctor in my downline at the UAB down here, that would be so wonderful. But I did it. So now working the phone. Thank you, Bruce, for that slide. So again, my phone has many, many contacts on it. And periodically I go through my phone, of course, I invite to presentations, but sometimes I try to figure out who can I reach out to? Now, just because you have a bunch of contacts doesn't mean you want to approach every single person, right? Because you kind of know who you want to work with, because you don't want to work with everybody. There are people in my contacts that I don't even want as a customer because of how they are. But so you can choose who you want to work with. And so I go through my phone, I figure out who would trust me enough to listen to me. I don't always listen to my gut. I've reached out to people who, in my gut, I knew they were going to say no, and sure enough, they tell me no. But there are people in your phone that you kind of know you have a good flow with, a good rapport. Those are the ones I kind of reach out to. The ones who are going to know you, who love you, who trust you. And so I reach out to them, and sometimes I just say, hey, how you doing? And I really mean it, and I listen. And invariably, they're going to tell you that they're not well, or a family member or a friend is not well, and there's your opportunity. Have you ever heard of a product called Immunical, or have you ever heard of glutathione? And they might say no. Most people have never heard of it. And that's the opportunity to tell them about this product, get your customers, try to get them to come to a meeting or sign them up on the spot. I've done that. And it really makes a difference when you work your phone. Don't miss that opportunity. And so I'll turn it back over to Bruce. You got it. So you got your social media, you invite to your presentations when you're out and about, and you got to work that phone. So we know you all are going to do excellent. I'm following all of y'all's good example. I really admire everybody on this call, and I really appreciate what you're doing because you inspire me. So we hope we've done a little bit to inspire you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, darling. We really appreciate that. And just want to make sure that I'm unmuted here. Okay, very good. So we're going to now always seek to improve. Cheryl gave us that groundwork. We're going to seek to improve, just like a baby that's always learning and growing and growing and learning. That's what we should be like. We should be like that baby. And let's see how that's going to lead us to success. So when we first joined the Immunitech family, how do we feel? Well, we would likely say we didn't feel like a baby. We felt like, this is what we felt like, right? We can conquer the world. I'm with Immunitech now. I got all of these wonderful products, the science, the opportunity, and we're ready to go. But really, we need our upline's assistance. We always want to be in contact with our upline, especially if we're new. Just like that baby always needs its parents. It can't even move. It can't eat. It can't sit up. It can't do anything without its parents. So we need our uplines, even though we may feel that we are on top of the world. But then what happens? Well, that baby begins to crawl. It can roll over. It can start sitting up. It begins to crawl. It's getting ready for walking. Well, how about you and me? We should be deep into our new consultant orientation. Here's a question. Do you see that QR code? That QR code there is on the second page of our new consultant orientation. Have you scanned that QR code? Have you allowed Immunitech to take you to this place where you can see all that we have and build your appreciation and really work on your mindset to know that we have something big. Many people, many consultants may have skipped that step, but do that and encourage those that come on board to scan that code, look at the videos, look at the information there, because that really solidifies our commitment to growing our business. Now, the baby grows to be a toddler. And what do the toddlers do? Well, they go play in the corner with their toys. Well, as a consultant, we now, in that toddler phase, we get to share in presentations. Like I can share this presentation with my good friend Juliana, who we can tell our story. She can tell her story. I'm able to now begin to tell my story on occasions, playing with the toys that Immunotech has given us to be successful, that Mauricio talked about on Monday, right? And that moves us closer to our goals of success. But then we grow as that toddler grows to be a youngster. That youngster now, you know, what do our parents say when we were that age? Go on outside and play. I mean, they used to say that back in the day. Now it's all the video games. But anyway, we're able to play on our own, right? Well, that's when we, as a consultant, because of the training, because of that consistent help of our upline, we now begin to start growing our own team. We start using tools to gather people together in our own team so that now we can begin to help them. And that's what continues the process of reaching our goal. And then that teenage years, and you know, the teenagers, they move quickly. They feel like they can conquer the world. They have this confidence that if you could bottle this confidence, I think it would rival Immunotech. Immunocap. So what do we need to do then? Well, we need to support and train the group that we have so that they can build that confidence. We need to have workshops with them. We need to have weekly calls, touch base with them to help them. And if we are a new consultant, we need to make sure that we're asking our upline leader to help us in these areas. And we have teams, we have many teams that we can get training from, that we can get assistance from. And so it is all here in this amazing family that we call Immunotech. And then, as you can see, we become all grown up, right? And when we're all grown up, we can begin to specialize. We had an example of specialization with Julia Begg on Wednesday. Did you hear what how she helped us to appreciate that we could get customers on demand? Did you hear her suggestions there? She specialized. She gave us some specialized training to do this. Mauricio told us about some of the tools that we have. We have our app, we have videos. We can specialize in using those and help others to use them. And that, my friends, is why we know that you got this. Just like a baby that grows and keeps learning, we want to grow and keep learning. We want to learn and do, learn and do, learn and do. Like Denzel said, we want to be in activity, not just learning. And so Cheryl, myself, as independent goal consultants, we thank you for allowing us to participate in this Power Week. Don't forget, you got this. So we'd like to turn it back over to you, Denzel.
Wow, guys, incredible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Powerful information. This is how we close Power Week, right? We want to keep evolving at the end of the day. We want to use all the tools. I love Cheryl's tip in regards to social media. It's incredible, right? One post can lead to thousands and millions of people. We're able to talk to just to one person, right? Face on face. But one post can lead to thousands and millions of people. Powerful. And I love to set the reminders every morning because the day flies by quick, right? But if we set those reminders that we all can take advantage of, set those reminders. Let's use our phone, right? Working with our phone. Like I always say, if we have a smartphone and we're not using it in a smart way, then it's a dumb phone, right? So let's use our phone as a smartphone and let's take advantage of everything that we have with all the tools, and let's keep on growing and evolving just like a baby does. Baby steps, eventually we start getting to know everything and we start doing the same duplication, the same steps that it does with the new consultant. So thank you all so much for joining. This was an incredible, incredible Power Week overall. Thank you, Alberto, for always leading everything and having everything with the DJ, the music, the welcoming, and also Sarah Capol. She's also on the line as well in California. So thank you, the whole team. We want to thank you all from the bottom of our hearts for making this an excited Power Week. And we shall see you soon, right? Let's keep on going. Remember, Mauricio said Power Week is not only this week, it's every week here at Immunitech. So let's keep moving forward. Let's keep on growing together. Let's keep sharing that excitement. So thank you all. We love you all. And thank you for having an amazing Power Week.